Hey, it's Ben with King Machinery. Today we want to give you a quick video and maybe help you if you're trying to decide whether or not you need a skid steer or a track loader. Some people don't realize the differences the different jobs or tasks that you can accomplish with a skid steer or track loader versus a tractor. So we want to take a minute and try to help you with that here today. We'll start out here. So we carry the Gale line of construction equipment, and you'll see we've got two different track loaders here right now. We've got a RT165 and a RT135. So with the Gale, the RT165 is going to help you to be able to see what kind of lifting capacity you have. So you basically add a 0 to the end, and it's rated at 1,650 pounds at 35% of tip. A lot of other manufacturers will list it at 50% of tip, but on track loaders, really legally by the government regulations and everything, it's supposed to be listed at 35%. So they try to follow and meet all the regulations. That doesn't mean that it won't lift more than that. That just means that for ultimate safety, 1,650 pounds is what this machine is rated at to lift and not tip over. Some of the advantages to a track loader or a skid loader, either one, over a tractor, is you see how close the bucket is to the machine. So it gives you a lot more stability whenever you've got a load and moving material around. But also if you're sitting in the seat and you're looking out here, so I'll just climb in the cab real quick. If you're sitting in the seat and you're looking out, then you can see the edge of the bucket pretty much at all times. So you don't have to know whether it's level or whether you're digging too much dirt. On a tractor, the bucket's going to be further away from you because you've got the engine in between you and the bucket basically. And so you're not really going to be able to see that front edge as well on a tractor to know what you're doing. Now there are leveling rods and stuff like that, different mechanisms that you can use on a tractor to help you be able to know whether you're level or not. But as far as ultimate visibility and function, a lot of times you're going to get that more so with a track loader or a skid steer. The other big advantage that you get with a track loader or a skid steer is the maneuverability. So these things literally will turn on a dime. This particular machine has what they call a joystick control. So you do all of your forward and turning with one hand, and the other hand is going to do all of your up and down and tilt with your bucket. But literally you can sit here and turn on a dime, and if you look up on YouTube some different videos and all, you'll see some guys, you know, obviously we don't recommend it for safety and everything, but you'll see some guys that actually put them, you know, back up on the very back of the tracks or on the skid steers, the back tires, and they'll actually just sit there and spin a 360 degrees. Again, not recommended from a safety standpoint, but pretty cool to look up and see some of those videos and all, and it just shows you some of the things that you could accomplish with a track loader versus maybe, again, a tractor, as far as tight areas and being able to maneuver in and out quickly. Same thing with like loading or unloading hay or other materials off of a trailer. You can quickly, you know, get in, get out. If you're off just a little bit getting into the pallet, you can kind of quickly maneuver it with the bucket from side to side. And whereas with a tractor, if you're off a little bit, a lot of times you have to put it in reverse and back up and come back into the pallet. So again, just a couple different things there. The tracks obviously are going to give you your best traction in like muddy conditions and stuff like that, and even better than tractors most of the time. So you're going to be able to almost use this like a mini dozer in certain situations, and be able to really push and clear ground, clean out stumps and all. The other thing that, and again, implements on the tractors become almost limitless too, but the skid steer, really, it is limitless how many attachments you can use on these. You've got augers, you've got planers, you've got buckets, you've got forks, bush hogs, everything. But on the Gale, so they've got a patented one handle system, and it will release both of your pins with one lever. Again, one advantage that we feel like Gale has over the competition, but it's just that easy. The moving of that handle from one side to the other unlocks the bucket. You can back out from underneath it and go hook to whatever other implement you have. Some of your implements are going to require hydraulics. Most of your implements that you're going to use are going to be a standard flow. So these two machines that we've got sitting here both just have standard flow auxiliaries on them, but you can get high flow if you get into the bigger machines and you're doing like a mulching head or a milling head for asphalt or something like that, and be able to, you know, use it for that. The tracks, you're really going to want to keep them more off-road, in the mud, you know, on the dirt, to get the best life out of these. They're not really recommended for being on asphalt or concrete very much. So that's where the skid steer would come into play. You know, where you've got the track system on this, you would have tires. So you'd have 2 tires on this side, 2 tires on that side. And so the skid steer is going to be more used a lot of times in applications like you'll see them on dairy farms where they're on concrete all day, every day. A lot of your asphalt companies will still use skid steers for any asphalt work, because again, on and off of asphalt all day, every day. Just on these tracks, the aggregate in asphalt or even concrete, either one, and the twisting and turning, it'll start tearing the rubber off of it and it'll just wear them out faster. Not that you can't use it on there, it's just not recommended for day in and day out use. That's kind of some of the main points that I can think of right offhand. The conversation's kind of limitless, you know, it could go on, but we just wanted to give you kind of a quick idea of why maybe a skid steer or a track loader versus a tractor. And obviously we offer both here at King Machinery, and we invite you to come out, check them both out in person. We'll be glad to get the keys out, put you in the machines of both of them, and kind of run you around. We've even got some piles of dirt around that we can put it into and let you test it out for yourself and see which one's maybe best for your needs. This has been with King Machinery, helping you work the land that you love.